What's up guys, it's Graphic Phoenix back with another video today, and today we're doing a brief update and I'm gonna feed the monitors and see if the chameleons want to eat. So let's get started. Sky's cage, it isn't ready yet. I'll be revealing the finished cage probably in the next reptile room tour in February, but it is done. I just need to get some LED lights to put on top so I can actually have some lights in their cage, and I'm sure he's gonna love it. It's either the same footprint or slightly bigger than his tank now. There's a radiant heat panel on there. It's pretty sweet. The man is sitting right there. Hey dude, what up? Why are you bugging me? But that's Sky's update, real quick. Super simple. Sheldon has made a disaster of his tank. He has demolished his plants in here. I'm hoping to probably pick some more up for him eventually. I don't know when. Finally, after so long trying, like 3 or 4 different occasions, I've been trying to grow passion fruit. And those are passion fruit sprouts right there. In the bag at the back there are actually mangoes that I'm hoping will grow for me. I'm going to have to check on those right away. It's awesome. I'm so stoked that I finally have some nice plants that I've really been wanting to grow but haven't had any luck growing. So the tadpoles are doing absolutely awesome. This is the oldest one. He's twerking out. Wah! Well, you saw him for a minute there. That is the oldest one. He currently still does not have back legs starting to form yet, or it doesn't look like it. Like, I couldn't see any there. But he came out into the water on December 1st. So he's about a month old. A little bit more, I guess, now. A month and a half old. So hopefully he'll start sprouting those legs pretty soon. I'm going to feed all these guys right away here, toss in some pellets. I will be doing like a care video on the tadpoles once I have a frog out of the water. That's the goal because, I mean, why would you take tips from somebody that hasn't even had a frog yet? So it's kind of important that that happens. Another super, super cool update, hopefully he's chilling there, is the Ranatomea reticulata. Oh, you can't, I don't think you can see him. But there is maybe you can. That's an egg there. But in the actual hibiscus, in the actual plant itself, there's actually a tadpole. And now that I'm looking, there's actually what looks to be a whole nother clutch of eggs. Right, focus, camera, there we go. Right behind there, those globulary, shiny things, that looks to be more eggs, but no promises, no guarantees. I don't think they're fertile if they are eggs. If not, then whatever, they can do whatever they want. As for the Ventrimaculata, the Borgia Ridge, they still have a buttload of eggs in there. Holy crow, there's even more than the last time I looked. But yes, there's a ton in there still. Honestly, I have been just kind of leaving those to see what they do with them, because I have all of these that are doing really well right now, so I don't need any more at this present moment in time. A lot of people have been asking me, oh, what are you going to do with them once they hatch, or once they're like frogs? And I'm going to sell them. Plain and simply. I will hopefully use Reptile Express and be able to ship all over Canada. Obviously, I'd prefer if you're local, because that just makes life a heck of a lot easier, and it would keep the cost down. But if you really want some dart frogs from me and you live in Canada, you will be able to order them. Of course, it is at your expense, so you guys would have to pay shipping, which I don't know exactly how much it would be. Obviously, closer is less expensive. If you live in Ontario, well, it really depends on how much you want them. Other than that, I'm really hoping to get some frogs for this tank. This tank is looking phenomenal right now. We got some new air plants. We got a pup of the bromeliad in the back there. These bromeliads are just growing absolutely insane. Look at all those roots. Like, that is gnarly. And yeah, the moss isn't doing a whole heck of a lot. Actually, the moss in the back is growing quite a lot too. So that's awesome. This tank is doing very, very well. I just need to find some frogs to put in there. We do have a couple at work, but they're all like Dendrobates, Auratus, and Tinctorius and stuff like that. We don't really have any thumbnails, and that's what I'm hoping to put in there is more thumbnails. Or Oophagas. Oophaga Pumilio, but those are super duper expensive, so I'm not sure yet. Plant-wise, wow. I apparently messed up huge with the plant because basically what has happened, I used this houseplant fertilizer, 15, 15, 18, so it's not super strong. I figured, hey, that might be a good thing to use. I think I used 1 scoop for almost a 5-gallon bucket, and I believe the scoop is around a tablespoon. So really that should have only treated, in actuality I did about a half dose, and I figured, okay, well, that's awesome, like the plants will love it. The coffee plant has loved it. The only thing I need to do to make the coffee plant a little bit better is get a new light bulb. This one I can tell is just dying out because if you look, most of the plants are actually tilting towards that UVB bulb in the back, including this coffee plant. So that tells me that this is just not strong enough, so I'll probably get another bulb to replace that right away. But the fertilizer also had detrimental effects on a numerous amount of plants in here. You can see this Pilea is completely gone. It looks like it's just... Even the Wandering Jew is, as you can see there, not looking so hot. It started to melt some of these guys right here. It started to melt some of those leaves. Like it... note to self. Maybe research first before adding plant fertilizer. However, there are also plants that really loved it. Like the hibiscus wasn't doing all that well. And after I fertilized, it's sprung back up. Its leaves are nice and deep green. It's doing amazing. This red nerve plant here is doing great. I got another polka dot plant. It's doing well. Pretty much everything else is doing really well. The only thing that took a hit was that Wandering Jew in the back. As you can see, that bromeliad there actually has a pup, so that's sweet. And then we have that huge bromeliad. We got a whole assortment right here. And I picked up an Oncidium orchid as well. That seems to be doing pretty well, so that's good. I'm super stoked about that. And Bowser and Stella are both doing great. As I said, I will feed them at the end of the video, so I hope you guys are sticking around till then. We're pretty much wrapped up. Rango and Kai, well, Kai there is doing awesome, and Rango is... nowhere to be found, apparently. Oh, there he is. He's right down there. You'll never take me alive. He's hiding in his umbrella plant, so that's awesome. That kind of wraps up the updates portion of it. I do have a video on like my, I don't want to call them New Year's resolutions. They are my New Year's goals because I want to reach them. New Year's resolutions tend to be just like stupid, like, well, I'm gonna be a better person, man. And it's gonna take me all of 2016 to do that now. I just wanna... There's a couple things on there, like get a new camera, blah, blah, blah. I'll go into detail. I actually have a really nice video from this camera I took, and it looks awesome. So I'll be editing and uploading that maybe this weekend, if I get around to it. I might not get around to it. In that case, I'll upload it by the end of January for sure. I hope you guys stay tuned for that. And right now, we're going to get into feeding the monitors. Because as you can tell, they're both starving, and I've never fed them at all, ever. So, let's feed them. Alrighty, so I'm holding this left-handed. Excuse me if it's a little bit shaky, but let's the games begin. I'm going to save a few in here for the chameleons. Wow. guys are so boring. Stella, hey. There we go. Took some encouragement, but they're both eating. Bowser is back there. Not that you can actually see him. And Stella's trying to muscle that one down. Oh, there he is. That's good. Much better shot. Thank you. Num, 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 num. Num, num, num. Alright, there's a couple shots of the monitors eating, so we will let them do their thing, and we'll see if Kai wants to eat. Hey, K-Dizzo, what up? Alright, so the crickets are all in there. I'm trying to kind of hide the camera from his view, because he doesn't really like the camera all that much. But it doesn't look like he's going to eat. It looks like he's just basking for right now. So we'll let him do his thing. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it to the end of the video, leave in the comment section what your goals are for 2016. Whether that's, I don't know, just whatever your goals are. If you have any New Year's resolutions, then leave those down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, I certainly answer pretty much all of them. If you like the video, be sure to drop a like, and if you want to see more of these kind of videos, whether that be frog videos, tortoise videos, which he's nowhere to be found, or plant videos in the future, subscribe to my channel. It's been Graphic Phoenix, guys. You have a good one. Peace.